Invincible has been a phenomenal series that we truly cannot get enough of. Season 1 banged, Season 2 wasn't as crazy, but still banged, and Season 3, of course, has banged! Come on! Mark's blue suit has actually grown on me quite a bit too. Invincible's suit in general has grown on me so much. The bug-eyed goggles feel like an absolute staple of the character and the world of this story, but none of that matters right now. We all love Mark, right? He's invincible not because he wins every fight he's in. We all know that ain't true, but his will to keep getting back up is what makes him unbreakable, undefeatable even. Shout out Mark Grayson, but I think the real strength of this story is in the world around him. The characters with living, breathing stories. Invincible is made whole through its Hall of Fame side characters, dog. Pete Gang! First and foremost, I feel like it's only right we talk about the legend, the GOAT, the God, Rex Splode, who is easily the most improved character in the entire series. This man is the epitome of character development. Rex Splode started off this series as the most insufferable, stinky nigga on the face of the earth. Frame one of us meeting this dude is him doing Eve, his girlfriend BT Dub at the time, so astronomically dirty. And this most definitely was not the first time he cheated either. He had all of the hot-headed, super arrogant, cocky as hell qualities that characters like the Human Torch have, but without any of the charm. So the nigga just sucked. Johnny Storm at the end of the day is still a cool guy with a heart of gold, and it shows. Rex on the other hand, not so much. But then he grew up. I mean, taking poles straight to the face probably had some influence on him turning his life around too. After the nearest of near-death experiences, he finally realizes how much of a smelly doo-doo bastard he's been this whole time. And what I really like about his arc is that he don't just immediately become a new man the next episode. It takes time for him to grow, but the realization that he needs to do better is a little seed that gets planted here. And we slowly watch him flourish into a GOAT this season, and that's a beautiful thing. This arc feels so organic for him because he's still kind of annoying to the team, but in a fun way now, instead of a damn bro, go away kind of way. Bars. He also gets to have a normal, healthy romance with Ray, which is so fire. Well, not exactly normal because they're both superheroes who never have time to really settle down and chill, but you found me? They're happy. Except Ray actually isn't happy, which is why she wants to leave. So but they're happy together, which is my point. Rex actually opens up so much in this season, and we really get a glimpse into why he is the way he is. This motherfucker was sold to the government by his parents, dog. From jump, all this man has ever known is the life of a hero. He never really had a choice, which also recontextualizes a lot of his earlier behavior in this series too, low-key. But oh my goodness, his final moments are going down in history. Blowing up his entire skeleton means this Mark variant faced 200 plus fully charged explosions straight to the face. Both of these motherfuckers got atomized. Rex is now joining Gambit and Vegeta in the category of absolute legends who literally boomed themselves for the greater good. Bruh, I seen somebody on the Bird app draw Rex in that same final explosion Vegeta pose, and bro, it was like top 3 prettiest things I've seen all week. Bro, for all of the evil that exists on the Bird app, the art side of it will always just be a beacon of light and hope, bro. Oh my, Rex Splode in the Majin Vegeta pose bars was so beautiful. R.I.P. to GOAT. R.I.P. to GOAT. I needed like one more episode of Rex and Ray just being happy together, bro. Please. I wonder how he would have done against Conquest too, low key. After thinking about it for actually more than a single second, that nigga would have got his shit inverted, twisted, all type of ways, but he would have put up a little bit of a fight, right? The final explosion might have done a lot of damage against him. Would it have killed him? Maybe, but probably not, because this nigga is a demon. Literally power made flesh. But damn, bro, Rex probably would have grown into an excellent leader of this new team too. The not teen team, the adult team. Side note, it's funny how so much of this show is a parody in some way, shape, or form. Like, bro, I know the Teen Titans is punching the air right now looking at the teen team. Also, Rex's abilities are damn near bar for bar Gambit's powers. It makes this whole story a really fun and interesting commentary on the whole genre, you feel me? I haven't seen The Boys, but from what I know about it, that show / comic, apparently the comic's way different, but anyway, The Boys versus Invincible, it feels like one exists to critique the genre while the other exists to celebrate it, and that's very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me want to watch The Boys, but I feel like I'm in too deep, or I feel like the show is in too deep and it's too late for me. But I'm also a One Piece fan, so I really have no excuse. Rex's design in this show is also infinitely better than the comic look. Holy shit, bruh, this nigga is beautiful. Shout out Ray's whole journey this season also, she survived an event she quite literally was not supposed to. And just like Rex, it made her rethink everything, but in a completely different way. After literally being eaten, I would say it's time to hang up the cape too, not gonna lie. Also, how do secret identities in this series work? Cause look at this suit, dog. Her entire face is right there. There's so many superheroes around, there's so many villains around, they just don't care. Hey, it makes sense. I really hope her retiring don't mean we're never gonna see her again, cause look, that would kind of suck. But also, somebody needs some semblance of a happy ending. So look, if it is what it is, it is what it is, bruh. I mean, who knows? Maybe she ends up going back to being a hero after what happened to Rex. But all the names in Invincible are kind of great. I'm not gonna lie. Invincible has some genuinely excellent names. Shrinking Ray, Invincible, Duplicate, Multi-Paul, Duplicate. I truly was not expecting to care about most of these side characters, and they all ended up hitting. The continuation of Debbie's arc this season has been neat as hell too. Last season, her life was literally in shambles, no Trafalgar. And now she got a little boo thing, and Oliver is old enough to be sentient, so taking care of him is easier. As it turns out, I've never had a kid before, so maybe this statement is not true, but look, you get what I mean though. Her life is picking up, you know, it's coming up. It's coming up, Debbie, you feel me? Out of everybody in this series, Debbie especially does not deserve the insane amounts of fuckery that she been through while still having to raise kids. Damn. Also, why Debbie kinda... Who's a freaky ass? My fault. My bad. Cecil's character has been absolute fire for the ethics of this world. What the f does it mean to be the good guys? And does that even matter if we still end up saving the world? In reality, I think both Mark and Cecil are kind of tripping, but they both have such interesting POVs on morality, and we're all peeping Mark slowly lean toward the middle, and I'm sick knowing Immortal and Kate got a happy ending while Rex and Ray get nothing but sadness and sorrow. It should have been these two. But at the same time, I just know it wouldn't hit the same at all if one of these two got packed up instead of Rex. So like, look, it makes sense, but like... Damn, bro. This series is just so good at dealing with side characters. It's crazy. Even the existence of Duplicate's brother Multi-Paul does so much for her character and the larger world around them by having him work for the same person that had control of Titan and his empire. Speaking of Titan, I'm just happy every time this motherfucker is on screen, bro. He's great. He checked the f out Mark II and called him out for not even really paying attention to his part of the city. Titan is cool as hell, and all of his interactions with Invincible are extremely interesting because it feels like neither of them really respect the way the other goes about protecting their city. But one of the biggest highlights of this whole season and low-key this whole series so far has gotta be the adventures of Nolan and Alan. This is a dynamic duo I never thought I needed, but they're actually like genuinely so great together. It's beautiful. Hey, Nolan's gonna come out his shell eventually, just wait. He's already went from silent treatment to performing a tag team boss rush of doom with Alan on that prison ship. Alan's just such a fun person. It balances out Nolan gloomy ass so perfectly. Their preparation for the Viltrumite War also feels like it's gonna be the big overarching thing this story is building to right now, and I'm actually so glad it's spread out across multiple seasons instead of just one. Like, shout out the Invincible War, that was genuinely so fire, but the way motherfuckers was hyping it up, I thought it was at least gonna be a two-parter or something. I really need to see more of Eve away from Mark, or Eve and Mark where Mark ain't the only focus, cause holy shit, it feels like she's taking a crazy backseat in terms of agency. But the Invincible Inc. stuff has been cool as hell, and I'm glad she still got crazy fights this season. Her and Mark tag team fading that dragon was some flames. They hit Buddy with the Deku All Might Detroit Smash Team Ultimate of Death. She did put Pain in against Conquest 2. Holy shit. That was insane. The install super really saved her life after Conquest did her like Dr. Gero did Yamcha. Golly! I think getting moments with her weird ass parents was vital too. Eve's whole arc with her parents is genuinely very great. I'm glad it's kind of on some slow burn type beat too. Like the slow burn arcs in Invincible that happen in the background are just... it's cinema, bro. It's cinema. Invincible is literally a masterclass in telling stories in the background with its side characters. It's just excellent, marvelous, spectacular, sensational, amazing. This was also not at all how I was expecting Mark to meet her parents either. And look, I'm extremely interested in where they take Oliver after this season also, because I don't know who this little nigga was feeling like. RIP to Mahler twins, gang. They were some legends. They felt like two, not even comic relief, but like half comic relief type characters that would just always persist through the decades of this series. But no, bro, them niggas is gone. What? This nigga Oliver looked at us. He looked at us and said, that's what happened to bad guys. I'm scared. I hope they come back, but in this series, I truly have no idea who is safe from death and who isn't. Like, I really want to hope that Cecil got some of Rex's DNA, or they're gonna do some Donald type shit to him, but I think it's really over. And honestly, I'm sure that's for the best. Like, we don't want to piss on that moment of him sacrificing himself like that, which is also why I feel like a lot of the fake out deaths in Invincible, there's kind of a lot. There's kind of a lot of characters die and then come back, which is like standard comic book shit. Like, I get it, but I think it's time these niggas start staying packed up just for the sake of the weight and gravity of everything, which is unfortunate that it had to be Rex, but also it's kind of cool that it was Rex. Also, shout out Bulletproof. I know we did basically nothing this season, but I'm excited to see more of him because based off design alone, this man is a GOAT. But yeah, Invincible really does have a Hall of Fame cast of side characters. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is another series that has been great with its side characters, and I was really torn between making a video about this series or Invincible, and I might still make one on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I would just have to find something different to say about it outside of his side characters, so we gonna see. Audio cut out, but shout out Invincible and shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now, I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down, like, got this feeling that I won't come down, like, got this feeling that I won't come down.